Hello and welcome back, grade 1 students. Today we're going to continue with Unit 5, Living Things and Their Young, and we have reached the unit review. For today we're going to cover the unit review, page 272, 273 and 274. Now guys, listen up carefully. Before we start solving it, I want you guys to listen up carefully because you should have previously solved these 3 pages. And now you're just listening carefully, okay? We're listening carefully to what? Excellent, to the explanation and making sure that we solved it correctly. We open our books to page 272, Unit 5 Review. Number 1. Observe this young plant. Which plant is its parent? Look for patterns. So, they told us to observe this young plant and to check which one of these 3 plants, plant A, plant B, or plant C, is its parent. And they said that we have to look for patterns or to look for patterns. What do we mean by the word patterns? We remember carefully that patterns is something that is repeated. And we know, and we studied in Unit 5, that the young plants and the parent plants shared what? The same shape of leaves and almost all of the same parts, okay? But they are different in sizes. So let's check it and see. Which of these 3 plants, plant A, plant B, or plant C, share the same shape of leaves as this young plant? But they are different in sizes. Excellent, it is plant A. Why? Because they share the same shape of leaves as this young plant, but the adult plant is bigger. Okay, they are different in sizes. One is bigger and the other is smaller. As this younger plant grows day after day, it will grow up to look like its parent and it will grow more leaves. Clear? So far so good? Number 2. How can plants of the same kind be different? Choose all correct answers. Now when we say choose all correct answers, that means we have more than one answer. A. Their flowers can be different colors. B. They can have different numbers of leaves. C. They can grow different kinds of fruits. So I'm going to reread it, then I'm going to explain. Listen up carefully. How can plants of the same kind be different? Choose all correct answers. A. Their flowers can be different colors. B. They can have different numbers of leaves. C. They can grow different kinds of fruits. So how can plants of the same kind be different? You have to choose all correct answers, which means we have more than one correct answer. Let's check out and see. A. Their flowers can be different colors. Can 2 plants of the same kind have flowers with different colors? Let's think. Yes, of course, correct. Such as the tulip. Why? Because we said that the color of the flower is a trait, something that we get from our parents, okay? Or something that the plant gets from their parents. So, what happens is that we have tulips with different colors. Why? Because the different tulips or the tulips with different colors got their colors from their parents. Clear? So, they are all tulips, but they have different colors. B. They can have different number of leaves. Can 2 plants have different numbers of leaves if they are of the same kind? Well, let's check. For sure they can. Why? Because a younger plant has fewer leaves than the parent plant. So, of course, they could be the same kind of the plant like number 1, okay, but they have different number of leaves or different numbers of leaves. Why? Because one is a younger plant and the other is an adult. So, of course, B is correct. C. They can grow different kinds of fruits. Well, can the same plant or 2 plants of the same kind grow different fruits? No, same kinds of plants grow same kinds of fruits. So C is incorrect. Number 3. Zach found a plant in his yard. He wants to find a younger plant of the same kind. What should he look for? A. A smaller plant with bigger leaves. B. A smaller plant with leaves that are the same shape. C. A plant that is the same size. So I'm going to reread it, then I'm going to explain. Number 3. Zach found a plant in his yard. He wants to find a younger plant of the same kind. What should he look for? A smaller plant with bigger leaves. B. A smaller plant with leaves that are the same shape. C. A plant that is the same size. So, Zach found a plant in his yard. He wants to find a young plant of the same kind. What should he look for? A young plant. A smaller plant with bigger leaves. B, a smaller plant with leaves that are the same shape. C, a plant that is the same size. Remember, he's looking for a young plant of the same kind. Young plant of the same kind. A smaller plant with bigger leaves. No, this is incorrect, because how can it be a smaller plant with bigger leaves? This is not a young plant anymore. B, a smaller plant with leaves that are the same shape. Of course, why? Because he has what? The parent plant, and is looking for its young. And when you look for the young plant of a parent plant, it will what? It will be a smaller plant with leaves that are the same shape as the adult plant or the parent plant. C, a plant that is the same size. Well, if I found a plant that is the same size as the parent plant, is this a young plant? No, so C is incorrect. The correct answer is letter B. Clear? We move on. Page 273. Number 4. Which animal is the parent of each young? Match the young to its parent. So we have to find out which parent or which animal is the parent of each young, okay? Which animal is the parent of each young? On top we have the young. On the below row we have their parents. Let's check out and see. Which parent is the parent of the lizard? Which picture is the parent of the lizard? Indeed, that is. Which is the parent of the prairie dog? Or where is the young of the prairie dog? The third picture, excellent. And which one is the parent of the ladybug? Excellent, the ladybug is the parent of this picture. So, as we said, the middle picture is the young of the parent lizard. The ladybug is, or ladybird is the parent of this young. And this prairie dog is the parent of this young prairie dog. How did we know? Because they share the same body parts and the same body coverings, but different sizes. Clear? So far so good? Number 5. Kim sees an animal with fur on its body. What will a young animal of the same kind have on its body? A, feathers. B, a shell. C, a fur. Let's check. Kim sees an animal with fur on its body. What will a young animal of the same kind have on its body? A, feathers. B, a shell. C, fur. So if he saw an animal with fur on its body, what will the young animal of the same kind have? And we know that the young animals share the same body coverings as their parents. You know, covering is thing that covers your skin, such as feathers, shell, or fur among the animals, right? So if the parent animal is covered with fur, what will the young animal's body be covered with? A, feathers? Of course not. B, a shell? Of course not. C, fur? Correct. Because the young animal will be covered with the same body covering as its parent, and the parent animal is covered with fur. That's why we chose C. The young animal will also be covered with fur such as its parent. Number 6. Which is true about young animals and their parents? Choose all correct answers. Now when they say choose all correct answers, it means we have more than one answer. Let me read the options. A. Young animals are smaller than their parents. B. Young animals are always different colors from their parents. C. Young animals are the same kind of animal as their parents. So I'm gonna reread it. Number 6. Which is true about young animals and their parents? So what is correct about the young animals and their parents? Choose all correct answers. It means we have more than one. A. Young animals are smaller than their parents. Are young animals smaller than their parents? Correct, because we said that they will grow day after day to look more like their parents and to become bigger, right? B. Young animals are always different colors from their parents. No, this is incorrect. No, that's not always. Very few animals have different colors from their parents. C. Young animals are the same kind of animals as their parents. Correct, they are the same kind of animal as their parents, but different sizes. The young animals are smaller in size, and as they grow up day after day, they will become bigger to look more like their parents and to have their a big size like their parents. Clear? Now, I just want to point out one thing. You might wonder, how is this ladybird or ladybug the parent of this insect? Well, we listen up carefully. This is like the butterfly, right? Remember, the butterfly is one of the few animals, and the ladybird as well, or ladybug, okay, that they have something very special, that their young do not or does not look like them. As they grow up, they change a lot to look like their parents, okay? That's why it does not look in any way like its parents, okay? It looks completely different. So few animals look completely different when they are young, and as they grow up, day after day, they will look more like their parents. Clear? We move on. Page 274. Number 7. Bella sees two horses that are the same kind, but they do not look exactly alike. How might they be different? A. They have different body coverings. B. They are different sizes. C. They have different numbers of legs. So I'm gonna reread it and I'm gonna explain. Bella sees two horses that are the same kind, but they do not look exactly alike. How might they be different? A. They have different body coverings. B. They are different sizes. C. They have different numbers of legs. So she saw two horses that are the same kind. Okay, but they do not look exactly alike, exactly the same. How might they be different? A. They have different body coverings. Is it possible for two horses that are the same kind to have two different body coverings? No, because we said that the same kind of animals have the same body coverings. So A is incorrect. B, they are different sizes. Yes, this might be correct. Why? Because one might be a young horse and the other might be a parent or adult horse, right? And they might have different sizes. They share the same body coverings, same body parts, but different sizes. C, they have different numbers of legs. Well, is this even possible? Have you ever seen a horse with 3 legs and the other with 4 legs? Well, C is incorrect. Number 8. Which are things an animal parent might teach to its young? Choose all correct answers. When they say choose all correct answers, it means we have more than one answer. So, A, how to stay safe. B, how to find food. C, how to make noise. So, let's go again. Number 8. Which are things an animal parent might teach its young? Choose all correct answers. What might a parent animal teach its young? A, how to stay safe. B, how to find food. C, how to make noise. So, is it A, how to stay safe? Well, correct. Like the leopard cub stays with its parent few years to learn from it how to move around in its environment and to find the hiding places so it could keep itself safe, right? B, how to find food. Correct. Like the bear cub, it stays for a few years with its mother to learn from it how to catch its food, which is the fish. C, to make noise. Do the parent animals teach their young how to make noise? No, not all young animals make noise, so this is not true. And when the young animal makes noise, it makes it on its own and to alert its parent that it is hungry and it needs food. Okay, the parents don't teach their young how to make noise. Clear? Number 9. Why do many young birds make noise? A, to find their way back home. B, to hide from danger. C, to help them get food from their parents. So, why do many young birds make noise? A, to find their way back home. B, to hide from danger. C, to help them get food from their parents. What do you guys think? Do the young birds make noise to find their way home? No, it's incorrect. B, to hide from danger? No. C, to help them get food from their parents? Correct. Like the young robins, they make noise to alert their parents that they're hungry so their parents could get them food. Number 10. Which animals are feeding their young? Look for patterns. Choose all correct answers. Which animals are feeding their young? Is it A, B, or C? Excellent, it is B and C. So we chose letter B and C because we could observe it clearly in the picture that the birds are feeding their young. Okay, these animals are feeding their young. Clear so far? When they say look for a pattern, it means look for something that is being repeated. When they say look for something that is being repeated, it means what? It means something that is being repeated in both pictures. We could observe that these two animals are feeding their young. Clear? That's why we chose letter B and C. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.